Hey Taurus, and welcome to your spiritual messages for the middle of May, or rather almost end of May. And of course, any other time that you're guided to watch, as the intention of my messages is always to be timeless. And if this message does not resonate, please don't forget to check your other placements, because according to the astrology in the sky, you could be resonating with another placement than just your sun sign. So be sure to check your moon, rising, or Venus if that is the case, or Mars for some. And not everything in this reading may resonate, so please take what does and leave what doesn't. All right, so today I'm going to be pulling the energy of you and you only, Taurus. This is just for you during this time frame regarding your spiritual journey and anything that you're going through on an individual level. And of course, love and romance can come in, so just keep an open mind, because this will be anything that is heavily influencing you at this time. All right, so let's just get into the reading. I will be pulling a basic tarot spread, so I will be pulling what's at your center, what's crossing you, what's crowning you, what's rooting you, your recent past, and what you need to know. All right, so let's just get started. What is at Taurus's center? We have the King of Swords popping up very confidently. So you guys would have Aquarius in your chart, or Gemini. What's the crossing energy for this? We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So I like that it's in the reverse. Let me just do this. What's crowning Taurus? The Four of Cups. What's rooting this energy? The Chariot. Recent past is the Seven of Pentacles, and what you need to know, the Five of Wands. All right, just taking a quick scan at the cards. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. So I just feel like there was some sort of disagreement or disappointment, and either you're waiting for an apology or you would like to apologize to someone. You could have said something that hurt somebody's feelings, especially with that King of Swords at your center. But what I feel is that you don't want to take it back. You want to mean what you say. All right, it's very similar to Pisces reading. I titled it "Don't Be Afraid to Speak Your Truth," because I feel that sometimes we struggle in being honest with people because we fear hurting their feelings. So I kind of get this energy here too with the Page of Cups as the background energy. Okay, let me just clarify it. But I feel that there's an apology that wants to come through of sorts. Whether it's you or somebody else. Yeah, see, there was a sort of Five of Wands. There was a sort of conflict, disagreement, scuffle. I keep hearing scuffle. So it could have been, yeah, like a heated argument, but also a necessary argument. Okay, necessary conflict is, you know, what is, yeah, necessary in order for things to be brought to a balance again. And we have the Five of Wands here twice. So I feel that if you did speak your truth and it hurt some feelings, you know, it needed to be said. And there could be a sort of resistance as to who's going to apologize first. But with the Empress as the background energy, I feel that, you know, maybe you were finally standing in your power, standing on your ground and saying, I'm not going to apologize this time. And if that's how you're feeling, then great, don't. Otherwise, if you feel that you do need to apologize, then do so, right? So what's at your center is the King of Swords. So like I said, this is strong Aquarius energy. So I feel that you're just speaking your truth left and right. This could be a new energy for you, but I don't get that so much. You know, the one similarity you have to Aquarius is that you are a fixed sign, and fixed signs tend to speak their truth because they're very stubborn in their ways, right? Like you won't budge, so you'll stand for your ground. And the King of Swords is the same way. Like if you notice the way he's holding down that sword, it's very confident. It's very certain that he's going to hold down this sword of truth. Sword of truth, not sword of truth. Okay, so let me just clarify this King of Swords. What's going on with him? The High Priestess. Yeah, so your intuition could be telling you to just stick to your guns. Yeah, the Empress wants to stay back here also. To just stick to what you know, stick to your truth, because your intuition is telling you the truth. Yeah, I just feel that there's this inner dialogue within yourself as to what you should say or what you should do during this time frame regarding this sort of conflict that is around your energetic field. And with the Ten of Swords, as you're crossing energy in the reverse though, I feel that you are healing from this argument or debacle or falling out for some. Like, this could have been a falling out for sure. It could have been a painful ending, but it was a necessary painful ending, you know, and now you have to heal from that. You could have been disappointed by somebody, and as much as you would hope for things to be different, I feel that a big part of you just knows that it's better to, again, stick to your truth, stick to cutting this person off, perhaps because that's what your intuition is telling you. You know, you could have found out some secrets about this person. A lot of hidden truths could have come out to the surface, even though you perhaps didn't say it. Like, you just kept that truth to yourself. Like, you found out that somebody was lying to you, but you didn't ask them to confirm their truth or lie. You just already knew. And them not confessing to this truth was enough for you to know that, yeah, I'm better off without them. So this could have been a very painful ending, painful falling out, but it was necessary. But I feel that right now what you're struggling with is healing from this. Recognizing that you took the trash out, you know, and not to call anybody trash or anything. It's just like the energy that you decided to remove from your life was no longer working for you. Because she removed that, like, she decapitated this this ugly looking figure, right? She decapitated it. So I feel like that was you removing what was no longer serving you in your life. Like I said, taking the trash out and knowing that what you did was right. What's crowning this is the Four of Cups. So I feel that you're hoping to just detach from this energy, okay, so that you can heal from it. I feel that, again, with that Aquarius energy in the center, Aquarius are known to detach from their emotions, and it makes them easier to move on, right? And it makes them easier to cut people off. So I feel that you're trying to tap more into that energy, to be less concerned of people's emotions and to know when to ignore them and say no. Because if you look at her, she looks a bit defeated, a bit disappointed, and there's someone in the background, you know, trying to get her attention, but the fact that they're so far away from her says a lot, right? It's like someone could have seen you down and did nothing to save you or help you. So I feel that that was enough confirmation for you to, again, move forward. So this person, whoever this was, is making it easier for you too to ignore them. Yeah, the Nine of Wands is coming out. So Nine of Wands speaks of, you know, feeling overwhelmed, going through many trials and tribulations, and also fighting through those challenges. So I feel that after it's all said and done here with these challenges that you've been facing, you just want to detach from that pain, from that uneasy feeling, from that heaviness. I feel that there's this very heavy energy that you're trying to release now. Yeah, Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck over here. So, you know, you're feeling confident about it regardless, that cutting people off and spending time alone is what is necessary for you during this time. Because what's rooting this energy is the Chariot. So strong Cancer energy coming through. You could have Cancer in your chart, or this person that you cut off could be a Cancer. So what you need to know, though, is that things are getting ready to move very rapidly for you. Okay, things are getting ready to shift and change, and the people that are meant to go after you are going to take those necessary steps to go after you, regardless of any challenges or obstacles in their way. And this is also you just standing in your power after having gone this wild journey. Yeah, it's just like a very stubborn energy, I feel too, if you look at her. Let me see if I can get the lighting off. Yeah. But she just looks very determined. So I feel that you're feeling really determined to move into the next chapter. Magician, yeah, because you're manifesting. You know there's something better for you out there, and all it takes is you just, stepping into your keenest words energy and telling yourself that you can overcome this, and that your past doesn't define you, the people who deceived you or disappointed you don't define you, that there's just so much more out there. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So I feel that a lot of you, are taking that time to take those necessary steps to become better, to work on yourself, to gain wisdom, to master the lessons that you've been undergoing. And I just feel that you're being really successful in that. And you're manifesting your heart's desire by stepping into this energy and working on yourself. Your recent past is the Seven of Pentacles. So again, that energy of working on yourself. This is you planting a seed, okay? Setting the intention of what you want your next chapter in your life to be. Because I do see you closing out some cycles with the Ten of Swords over here. So and there is endings here, right? And a part of you is still sort of wondering if this ending was necessary or not, with it being in the reverse, not quite knowing if it's over, but I feel that it is over and it's for the better. And the Seven of Pentacles, this could have been you, again, just sort of setting goals for yourself to, clean up the energy around you, to not be surrounded by people who just are not in your alignment anymore. I feel like you're advancing a lot, changing every day, right? Especially with this Magician, I feel that you're just moving at a very rapid pace, and not everyone can go with you to the next level. And with that Seven of Pentacles, it's because you're putting in that work. Whether you are actively doing it or it's a subconscious energy, I feel like you're just working on yourself. Whether it's career, finances, spiritual growth. King of Pentacles, here you are. Yeah, you're just focused on your money, your coin, your stability. What makes you feel centered and whole and grounded. Perhaps looking at the material world for some sort of sense of identity, and not in a bad way, okay? I just feel that you find comfort in that at the end of the day, at least you have that. Okay, that money is good, finances are good, that you at least have that, and that was in the past. But then there's this Nine of Swords in the background energy, so I feel that you could also be distracting your mind with work, with all this sort of energy here that's going on in your center that you can't seem to quite ignore. Like your intuition is telling you to do something, whether it's express a truth to somebody else or like I said, stick to what you know, follow your intuition. It's like a mixture of logic and intuition, and you could be more of a practical person, and it could be hard for you to trust your intuition, because I feel like there's just so much in your past energy. This Pentacles energy here is very practical. But now when we go to your center, it's more intuitive. It's more understanding that there's a higher power than you. And with that King of Swords, it's also analyzing your intuition to get to the bottom of something. And I feel like what you're trying to get to the bottom of is this painful ending. If things are actually over, if this ending actually happened. And I feel like with all this tension that's been going around, there's just some sort of truth that needs to be said that is causing a lot of resistance on your end, whether it's because of another person or it's because you haven't said a certain truth. But I feel that someone is keeping a truth to themselves, and that is what's causing a lot of resistance here. and then spending time on your pentacles to sort of get your mind off of this. Interesting. I'm kind of wanting to get another card for the High Priestess because I'm feeling like another message is trying to come through. So let me just get another card for the High Priestess. What is this truth trying to come out? The Knight of Cups. Yeah, someone is waiting, or not so much waiting, contemplating on giving an expression of love to somebody. And it could have been to that Empress that we saw, whether that's you, the Empress, or the person that you're connected with that you'd like to express this truth to. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with the Death card. So this is changing and transforming everything that you've worked for. And maybe that's part of the reason why you could find it hard to express your emotion to. Like, for example, if you've been single for quite some time and you built a really strong foundation for yourself, single, it could be hard for you to welcome somebody else into your life. And that's something that you could be struggling with. Just as an example, okay, you could feel that with what you feel you resonate with. But yeah, there's definitely the Knight of Cups, some expression of love that is trying to come through. You could have thought that a connection with someone recently ended, but with the Ten of Swords, it also means that it needed to happen so that you guys can heal and close that chapter, that cycle of the connection, because that cycle of the connection was just a lot of tension. So that could resonate for somebody. What you need to know is the Five of Wands. Yeah, that there's a lot of anger and resistance. And I feel that with this Page of Cups also in the background energy, you know, there's an expression of love trying to come through as well. Like I said, I feel that somebody needs to apologize to somebody else. And with the Five of Wands, they fight it. They refuse to apologize. And the fact that it's in the what you need to know energy, it could be, again, because you need to know that this person is still fighting the connection or resisting speaking the truth. You know, I feel that if you speak to this person right now, they would want to square up with you instead of trying to compromise with you. Because this person could, you know, not want to express their emotion and love yet because they're simply just not ready. So they could feel a little bit like under pressure about expressing their love to you, or just pressured to move at a quicker pace than they would like to. I don't know, but let me see what this Five of Wands is about. Page of Pentacles with the Four of Cups. Yeah, it's like, as much as this person is trying to build on something, whether this is you or, sorry if you hear meowing in the back, whether this is you or the person you're connected with, I feel that someone is trying to build on this connection and somebody else is ignoring it with the Four of Cups. And that's what all this tension is. Okay, I feel that, you know, if it's not so much a connection, it could just be, again, the relationships around you, or rather not a romantic connection. It could just be someone around you where you always try to make things work. You know, you always come in with a sort of offer or sort of olive branch to mend this tension, but then you could feel ignored and, what's the word I'm looking for? Like an opportunity was missed and wasn't given to you when you wanted it. And with the Strength card at the bottom of the deck, it's because someone holds onto their pride a lot. Whether that's you or people that you're dealing with, there's this sort of restraint that stops people from speaking their truth, speak from the heart. Because that Knight of Cups, like, I had to dig for it, right? And I just like had a feeling to pull one more card because I feel like there's something here that I'm not seeing, and I think that's what it is. That someone has these very, very strong hidden emotions underneath the surface, whether it's you or somebody else, but it's because they're doing a really good job at hiding them and fighting them and ignoring them. And I feel that it's going to cause a tower moment, though, because, you know, you can only go so far as to ignore your emotions before something happens. So, interesting reading, Taurus. I hope that made sense. It kind of went to a different direction there. But overall, I feel that whether this is you or someone you're connected with, there's a lot of truths that want to come out, that need to come out, because it's causing way too much stress and tension for you or the other individual. All right, so let me just finish it off with a Allen Time Wellness Law of Attraction card for you to see what final messages we have regarding this situation. Loving all of you, love and accept your inner darkness for greatest self-love. A deeply healing world mirrors us. Yeah, so regardless of the fact if this person is able to express themselves to you or you, they, you know, this lesson for you is to just love yourself and not wait around for someone to give you this love expression, because you love yourself enough, right? That someone else's expression or lack thereof doesn't affect you. And then we have perspective at the bottom of the deck. Gaining clarity, see the other side, consideration, impression versus fact, taking responsibility for your life, you know, and that could be you just sort of being compassionate towards the people around you, understanding why it is that they feel the need to lie and not be honest and authentic. You know, it's just a reflection of their, you know, inner healing, or perhaps again, lack thereof. So you can't judge someone for not quite being at your vibrational level. You can only wish them the best and move forward. All right, Taurus, so I hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope it brought you some clarity and insight. If it did, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that others may receive this message and help support my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in your love reading. Bye.